Hello and welcome to the Thrifty Author. I'm your host, Gail Z, and today we're going to talk about creating virtual holiday events. Now, during the current unpleasantness, we're not going as many places as we used to go. We're not doing book signings or conventions. We're not doing other types of in-person events. Well, readers still want to read, and writers still want readers to find their books. So how do you create some virtual excitement and some virtual events to give everybody something fun to do and help spread the word about your books? Well, the first thing is you want people to be able to get your books. Now, I'm assuming that they are in online bookstores, at least Amazon, maybe others. But you can create your own Square store, for example, using the Square app that you use to sell books to people in person, if you do that at a convention. And if you've got books sitting in your office that you had bought because you thought you were going to conventions where you might have a table or have a place in the vendor room or be able to sell books in person to people, this is a great way to make those books available to readers and offer a signed copy. So for example, in our Square store, it's set up so that you can request a personalized signed book, and you can say what you want, who you want it signed to. So if it's a gift, or if it's for yourself, or if you just want the signature and not something personalized, you can make that request. So if you have the ability to do that, then, and let me backtrack for just a second. Maybe you don't have a Square store. Maybe you're not interested in doing a Square store. What about people who want a signed book? Well, you can do what's called book plates. This is kind of an old-fashioned way of doing it, but this is where you sign a sticker that you can mail to them, and they can put that sticker inside the book or in a scrapbook or however they want to save it. You can create your own frame and sign inside. So think of a square that has a fancy frame like a picture frame, and then you sign inside. Those are pretty easy to find on sites like Canva that let you build your own graphics. The low-tech way of doing that is by buying the name tag stickers, not the hello, my name is, but the kind that just have maybe a color bar around the edges and sign the middle. It's colorful, it's fun, and it's still getting a signature out to somebody who wants a signed book. Now, you can also have people request either book plates or signed books, and then you can make it into an event by either having a live Zoom panel or do a Facebook room and have a live signing. So you've got this request list of people who have asked you to sign the books they bought in your online store or that have requested book plates, and now you invite them to come join you live while you sign their book or their book plate, so you can talk to them the same way you would in a live event. That can be a lot of fun. It makes it much more personable, much more memorable, helps you really connect more to readers. It makes it a lot more fun for the readers. You can do an unboxing video if you have ordered swag, or if you have ordered copies of your latest book because you like having things on hand. When the box comes, share that moment online. That's kind of fun. We hope that everything in the box is as it should be, but that's kind of a moment of mystery and anticipation. And it's another reason to have a cool video out there and have some fun. You can plan takeover parties. If you have a Facebook group, invite some of your author friends to come on a certain day and drop in and do a post about their books and maybe do some giveaways and have some excitement. Again, it stirs things up. It gets the group engaged. It gives people something new to look at. And you can also join other takeovers that are happening in other people's groups, or even put something together that is a blog hop or a takeover hop, where a group of authors go from one person's site to another, to another, to another, until they've kind of made the rounds and gotten to meet everybody. You can do virtual readings, either as a one-time thing, or say, okay, every Thursday at 6 o'clock, I'm going to read you a story, and people know to show up, and maybe it's live, maybe it's video, but Now you've got something that, again, is a little more personable, and you can do that as something special during the holidays. If you want to host some of your other author friends as guest authors to do a reading or a Q&A, or a giveaway or a drop-in, again, that's something special for the holidays. And you can make these things holiday themed by the graphics that you use, the backgrounds that people use, the giveaways. You can have a lot of fun with this. You can also do blog tours. You know, the bloggers out there need content, and you as an author have things to talk about, not just your book, but you can talk about the holiday. You can talk about your research. You can talk about something cool you found when you were putting the book together. And if you're trying to create a virtual holiday event, maybe all of your topics tie back into the holiday. But get in touch with bloggers who have featured you before or that cover your genre and say, hey, and you want to do this a couple of weeks in advance at least, because people put schedules together, but ask if they're looking for guest bloggers, if they do author Q&As, and make yourself available. Some will say yes, some will say no, but they need content too. And so if you can offer something fun and engaging, it helps them and it helps you. And you know, another thing that we take for granted is just the personal aspect of sharing how you celebrate the holiday. Do you decorate a Christmas tree in a special way? Do you have decorations that, for whatever holiday, are heirlooms or hand-me-downs, or that remind you of traveling someplace, or maybe that you inherited from a grandmother? Do you have certain foods that you make every year? And maybe you want to share pictures of what that food looks like when it's done. If you're brave, you might even want to share video snippets as you put the food together and share the recipe. If you put together special holiday cocktails, share the recipe, show yourself putting one of those together. Sit back and relax with everybody with one of these holiday cocktails while you read a story. You know, you can share all those things, and it makes it much more personable. It makes it fun for readers because they're getting an insight into your life. And it's something that helps celebrate the holiday in a virtual way that is free and easy and fun. I bet you can think of some things too, and I'd love to see them in the comments. So while we're looking at the holidays coming up, put your creativity to work and see how you can create some holiday events to promote your book and help readers discover your stories. I'll be back with more Thrifty author tips soon, but in the meantime, I'll see you online.